I'm here with Johna Kavanagh, day away from ACB 54. It's nice to meet you, and I need to start from the history. The first ever UFC 93 in Dublin. It was also my first UFC live ever, and I went to SBG. I didn't know nothing about SBG, but a friend of mine, Polish guy, told me it's worth it. My first training, it was getting back on fit. So it says a lot about your main fighters who like to stand more. People says that maybe you found some formula for your fighters to win fights. Is this possible to find a formula?
Well, I guess MMA is still relatively new as a sport. You know, if you look at boxing, boxing is over 100 years old, and we have trainers that are in their 70s and 80s that fought for a long time and develop skills, develop talents, and you know now they're older and they're coaches. Whereas in MMA, it's everybody's quite young. You know, I'm only gone 40, and you know I've competed and trained, and now I have a couple of generations of fighters. But we still don't have like the 70 or 80-year-old MMA coach like we do have in boxing. So it's a very quickly evolving sport. If you're training MMA techniques that were successful 5 years ago, maybe it has changed now. So I think if we have a formula, our formula is to always be evolving, never develop like an ego to say like, oh, we know everything now. Always be the student, always be learning. So I think the formula is to have no formula.
It happened to see this guy probably from somewhere from Western country who said, see you next time with Conor versus Khabib. Do you think it's possible for this situation what we have right now, which is Conor versus Floyd, or maybe somebody else next in the line in lightweight?
I'm not too sure. Conor is in a great position at the moment. He's got Hollywood calling him. He's got Boxing World calling him. He's got UFC calling him. So he's a very smart guy. I'm sure he's going to make the right decision. And you know, I've had a great roller coaster life with Conor for the last 5 years or so. Well, I know him 10 years, but it's gotten very serious the last 5 years or so. So I'm eagerly waiting on the phone call to know what we're doing next.
I need to ask where we are right now with Conor versus Floyd, because you know everyone is talking about it, and I think every day brings something new.
I'll say straight that I have no new news. I'm almost the same as you. I'm eagerly awaiting the next tweet or the next message. But you know, Conor and Floyd are both smart guys. They're both sportsmen, but they're both smart businessmen, and I'm sure they're going to make the next right step. So I'm kind of the same as you. I'm waiting for the news.
So how has Ireland evolved since Conor became such a popular person, such popular MMA fighter?
Well, I guess if you were in Ireland for UFC 93, now you can hear two old ladies on the street talking about wrestling versus sambo, you know, and how to defend against a single leg, you know. So it seems everybody in Ireland now has a understanding of mixed martial arts. And you know, we have a long tradition of combat sports like boxing. We do very well in boxing, and now we have a forming tradition in mixed martial arts, and it seems everybody in Ireland is a fan now.
Since I'm from Poland, you said half of your gym is from Poland. How do you like them as fighters?
I get along very well. When I started doing this seriously, maybe 16 years ago, it was about the same time we had a wave of people coming into Ireland from Eastern Europe, mostly Polish, but you know, Russian and Ukrainian and Moldovan and everything, which was perfect for me because I could always find good boxing training, but not very good grappling. And all these guys come in with good wrestling and judo, so they were a big help to me. And it's just been part of my gym since day one. You know, we have a big Polish contingent in the gym, and you know, one of my full-time employees, one of my full-time coaches who opens up every morning, Mario, great Polish guy, and I always had a good connection with him. My first ever professional fighter was Polish, Adrian Degorski, and I've had a good relationship with my Polish brothers for many years now.
Getting back to Conor, the story of him vacating the featherweight title, he never said he did. So could you share your story?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to add to what you already know. I guess the fight was kind of put together with Frankie.
Frankie, yeah.
So I kind of read about that on the internet. You know, you just see a tweet. These guys are fighting for the belt. It seems strange way of doing things. I don't really understand all of this. Conor's much more educated on the business side of things than me. I'm just a trainer. I'm just in the gym. But I think it's kind of strange to find out your belt is, you know, going to be fought for on Twitter. Anyway, that's how it happened. And then it seemed he won the belt, the lightweight belt, and 2 weeks later, the interim belt is being fought for lightweight belt. Again, I don't pretend to know all of this, understand all of this. I think it's strange. I felt he had only won the belt and already they were making an interim champion. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to say about that.
And
have their own opinions on this, I guess.
There's a lot of SBG gyms right now. How do you find time to visit them all and to manage them all?
You know, each SBG in Ireland is independently owned and operated. So one of my students or somebody I'm very close to will ask me, may they open an SBG? And I have a good relationship with them all, but they run and operate the gym themselves. I visit when I can. I try to visit each one at least once a year, and they will also come train with me. So it's not easy, but I also expect whoever is running the SBG to accept responsibility and run that for themselves. Like my own SBG that I run, the headquarters, I have 830 students and I have almost 70 fighters now. So I have my own busy day. So those guys, they look after themselves.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time. Good luck tomorrow. And thank you once again.
Na zdrowie.
Okay. Thank you, na zdrowie.